happy Turkey Day. I hope you had a blessed Thanksgiving, no matter how you were connecting with family and friends. I hope it was a safe one, a tasty one, a fun one. Well, giddy up. We're going to help you burn some of those post-Thanksgiving calories because I was hinting. No one loves a flash sale. Well, no one loves a sale more than me. 3 hours. 3 hours. The countdown is on. This is the final and only show where I can make the statement, everything that you'll see during this show or online has 5 flex pay. The only show for 3 hours where I can say, whether it's on the air or online, everything has free shipping. That's right, isn't it, Steve? I mean, it makes me a little... For 3 hours, you get both. You get both. So I'm gonna do some power shopping and I would really encourage you to do the same. Hey, coming up in this hour of time together, in fact, I was just FaceTiming with my niece Lexi, and of course, I miss being with family and friends, but I can't go to the movie theater right now either. Do you know we're gonna bring the movie theater home to you? GPX is not only a nationally recognized name, I have so many of their products. I've got their DVD players, I've got their headphones. Guys, this is everything. It's a sound system. It's a movie projector. But do you see those football games? You can use it to stream on the big screen. I'm serious. Movies and video games. I mean, anything and everything. FaceTime. Now that would be a little disturbing if I were involved, but you get the general idea. So instead of saying I'm gonna bring the bottle of wine, say, I'm bringing the movie theater. Well, you have an opportunity to select that early. Remember, 3 hours, everything free shipping, on air or off air, everything 5 flex pay, on air or off air. And this is something, I'm telling you, I actually got this when it did not have free shipping. Makes me even nervous to say this. This camera lens kit, oh, by the way, I am a fan of that camera lens kit though, Steve, so it all works out. I'm also a huge fan of Spin Spa, and just like you're bringing the movie theater home, bring the spa home to somebody that you love. Lexi, I don't know if you've got the TV on. Love to you and your mom and Ryan, and of course, Sweet Hunter. Love you guys. Well, my niece Lexi is really into self-care. She does those little TikTok videos. She even calls my mom. She's like, and then Grandma Pat, I do this, and then I do this. I mean, I could learn a lesson from Lexi. Well, you could learn a lesson from this because it's not only our biggest configuration, men love this too because it's got the pumice stone, it's got all the great attachments, the mesh drying bag. So we are heading into the final quantities on that Spin Spa. Speaking of final quantities, 15 years and counting that this is an annual tradition. And I have to say, bigger, better than ever before with exclusive artwork, Jumbotron design, beautiful illustrations. And you know what? Get it while the getting's good, because it's not only part of this flash sale, we're getting into the final quantities, one of your final opportunities on our best buy of the day. Okay, well, we think you're #1 if you are selecting our officially licensed throw. This, of course, is an annual tradition here at HSN. I know there are a lot of you out there like myself and Suzanne and Sarah. We collect these. Well, every year we look to see what kind of dynamic designs they do. And I gotta be honest, I think they have outdone themselves. With over, Steve, you said 54,000 of these spoken for. I know we've got one more encore opportunity at 11 o'clock, but frankly, I would not wait because these are going. Okay, so wait, the Titans are gone? Okay, all right, so Titans are gone. We're gonna start with teams and then we're gonna get Anthony out here. Do we still have the Steelers? Oh, the Steelers are gone. Okay. The Jets, actually, you know what, Anthony, I should get you out here since we're talking your team, my man. You're headed into what, our 8th season here. You forced to be reckoned with, not only on the gridiron, but now in the sports casting booth. You're like a renaissance man of sports. You did it for us, and boy, oh boy, speaking of scoring a touchdown, these I think are the best ones you've done, don't you?
Absolutely, Shannon. Great to see you. Happy Thanksgiving. What a tremendous day it's been. You know, the numbers are awesome. And you're right, this this is where Northwest Group has really outdone themselves. The design is brand new for 2020. So you're getting a brand new city line, skyline, landmark photo in the background. The helmets are beautifully done as you go through. You see how vibrant and real they look. From everything from the face mask to the venting, the holes, the nozzles, the chin strap, literally everything. You could pull that off the screen and put it on your head. It's exactly like the helmet you see on TV. It's really beautiful done. But look at those images. Look how they pop off of this throw. Folks, these throws are 60 by 80 inches. Yeah. Okay, that's what I want to make sure everyone knows. They're gigantic. I mean, literally, they look like huge portraits of your favorite city, your favorite team, all together in one. They're very, very well done and put together. The time that's been put through each one of these, each color that goes through and onto these actual throws comes on one at a time, back and forth. They paint that, ingrain it into the fibers, and when you touch it, Shannon, you feel it. You're right there. How soft, silky, and velvety. You don't feel any of the paint. It's all in the grain and fibers of the actual throw.
Yeah. And
it literally is the most comfortable throw you could literally find anywhere out there.
Oh, and for this price, by the way, the Raiders are gone, Steve, you said? Okay. Yeah, do you know what? Let's do the sold out, Steve. Okay, so, the Chiefs are sold out. The Raiders are sold out. The 49ers are sold out. And the Steelers are sold out. Okay, so we've got our 7 teams, and I got to tell you, dynamic designs for sure. Deliver this across the miles, whether it's in celebration of your favorite team, and if your home team is not where you live, we always recommend sending it to somebody on your Christmas list. A lot of people use these to commemorate a city that they love. Not just the love of football, but the love of the city itself, because of that beautiful cityscape that is replicated in every single team. Jaguars. We do also we still have the Colts, right, Steve? Okay. And you know what? Oh, look at the Texans. Boy, Anthony, I got to tell you, I know our crew is doing such an awesome job today, but I was watching you throughout the day, but I got to be honest, when I see this in person, it's almost like it's, I know you said 4K earlier to make a television analogy.
I'm raising the bar up, right?
Yeah, no kidding, you are. I am telling you, it almost looks 3D. Like you said, it's almost like I could, pluck leaves off the trees. I mean, seriously. So there's the Texans. I know we have to keep moving through the teams here so everybody can see. Oh, okay. Now the Broncos we still have, Steve? Okay, we do have the Broncos. Browns are gone, or Browns are here too? Okay, Browns were good. Here's a good example, though, Anthony. When you say perfect replication, like as an example, that's a pretty specific color in that helmet design. And you guys are really sticklers for making sure those colors are dead on, aren't you?
Well, the thing about it is with the Northwest Group in the NFL, it's officially licensed by the NFL. So everything you get is the colors, the logos is exactly what you see on Sundays on your television set from your favorite team. That's the great part about it. They are the official providers of the throws for the NFL. If you see throws out there, these are the team, the Northwest Group. They're the ones that have been with them for almost 2 decades now. And they are the one that a lot of our, obviously loyal customers continue to come back with, buying these as collector's items and for their family. But Shannon, the one thing earlier today, we had so many first-time buyers that actually are trying this throw out. And I promise you, they will be repeat buyers after they get this throw. And I warned everybody to make sure if you got one and you got it for somebody else, I'm just letting you know, when you open it up out of the box, if you do feel this and pull it out, before you give it to that person, you're going to be mad that you didn't get one for yourself. The price point to me, this is where we separate ourselves. So we get the large quantities. You said it. We're close to 55,000 sold. We get them large quantities. We're able to bring that price down. But when you look at the price, and for those that have never bought a throne or see that kind of price, because you've probably seen them for upwards to $50, $60, $70 in the store for not even as big as they are, you're probably thinking, well, there's something, the quality. It can't be as good as advertised. And I stand here and tell you, as you're feeling them and you're going through it, and of course me being around these throws for the last 8 years, these are the best throws out there. Forget about the teams, forget about the logos. Just the throw material themselves are top notch. They're the highest quality possible. That's where it starts. Then we start adding all these beautiful features. And you see the little bit of the watercolor cloud around the helmet and, of course, into the skyline. That is also new this year as well. So everything is brand new for 2020. It's exclusive only here at HSN. So you're going to get something that nobody else can go out into a shop or a store and find. And good luck finding anything anyway. And I'll tell you, the time now to shop with us is a premium, because to go out and some of us, are restricted right now. And to get something like this for less than $30 to give it to somebody, I promise you, when they pull it out of the box and they open it up, it will be something they'll always remember, always have, and always use.
It absolutely will. Okay, these are going with almost 1,000 people in the various forms of ordering. Just do it. I always recommend go to hsn.com. That's one of the fastest and easiest ways to get through. And then you can really kind of sample, because we do try to move through all the teams. It's, if you want to make sure your team is still here, that's an easy thing to do. This is the only show where I can make this statement. Everything you're going to see is not only 5 flexible payments, whether it's on the air or off the air, and free shipping. Now, free shipping is going to continue throughout the weekend, but that 5 flex pay will be, on an item by item case basis, if you will. So you get it all. All right, so here's the Cowboys. We passed by the Bears. All right, let me just pass this way. Okay, Lions were okay, and then the Packers were okay. Oh, man. Anthony, I'm from Minnesota. I didn't even realize I wore Packers gold. I mean, if any of my Minnesota, homies are watching, I think I'm going to be blackballed, when I'm back in the airport. But, it's interesting because whether you're from Minnesota or Green Bay or, Chicago, I'll give you an example. Even though I'm from Minnesota, my nephew is an avid Eagles fan. And, you don't find Eagles merchandise in Minnesota per se. And like you said, you don't find it done in this way. I got to tell you, though, speaking of the Vikings, all right, I got a little bit of the purple and gold there. You and the Northwest team, you really work hard on creating these new designs every season. Now, you mentioned the size, Anthony. I'll do that again. 80 inches by 60 inches. I think that's a queen size bed that we put this on. I want to call this, this is a throw blanket, but doggone it, this is a keeper and a keepsake, isn't it?
Yeah, it beautifies really all the rooms. And listen, as nice as it is, I think folks, they need to know that it's so beautiful, it's nice, it's comfy, but this is a usable throw. Bring it to the beach, bring it to the park, put it in your RV. I have it in my hand folded up here. As big as it is, it folds up beautifully, just like this. You can put it in a backpack, in a car. You can put 3 or 4 of these in your car when you're traveling on vacation. Pull them out. You can use it as a tablecloth when you're tailgating. You can have your pets on it. I know there's a lot of grandparents with grandchildren. They bring over, they lay this huge throw out, put the toys on there, and it's machine washable. So if you get ketchup or something happens, one of the kids spills something, guess what? You throw it in the wash, you tumble dry it low, it comes out just as good as it did when you first got it. And I think that's what also separates it, because to have something of quality, to have something that's usable, and to have something with the colors and the graphics that are on these throws, but yet it's an everyday usable product, for that price point, Shannon, is unbelievable.
Hey, Anthony, I just want to do a little justice or a little highlight. Steve, do we have the Washington Football Club left? I'm going to have you tell the story. I mean, you and Suzanne did such a great job of really relating that to maybe, some of us novice football fans out there. But there's some big changes on the way with regard to the graphics and the logo. And so they actually had to be very limited in terms of what they could release. In fact, I think I heard you and Suzanne saying our today's special is the only Washington Football Club choice we have, or what's going on there?
Well, yeah, of course, they obviously changed the logo this year, or removed the logo from the team. So this year is kind of an open year for Washington Football Team. And because of that, our throws in the limited version this year will have just the helmet and the colors. We saw them today. If anybody was watching football, the Washington team played the Cowboys, and you see there's no logo. So this is how this throw will be. It's beautifully done, the Capitol building there. You see that's the helmet. But, again, this will be a collector's item. This will be something that next year they'll have a logo. They'll have something put together that they'll call the team. But guess what? For 2020, you get a one-of-a-kind piece that will definitely, not be outmatched by anything else. So it's a really phenomenal opportunity if you're a Washington fan to get something that, to me, is a bit of a collectible.
Oh, for sure. And when we say they're going, actually, I'm a little surprised that we have any of the Washington Football Club left, but, definitely now's the time that you should do it. So working back, again, Steve, you said we have the Ravens. Yes. Oh, the Ravens are actually the most limited. Man, oh, man, I'm telling you, whether it's the way the colors pop or the plushness, the richness, the softness of the design, it's ample, it's oversized. You just want to immerse yourself in this. Bills are gone. We do have the Bengals, Steve. Anthony, he says for now, you got 100 of them. So I don't know how big your Thanksgiving dinner was, Anthony, but it's almost like we've been moving at breakneck speed. This is the way I want to burn calories. How about you?
Yeah, I'm sorry I'm not there to help you. I'm like the master of flipping those big throws to you. You don't have to do as much work, but listen, we get through it. You're doing a great job. And there are a lot of teams still available. I know you said about 7 teams, but folks, listen, 14 teams are making it to the playoffs. The Washington team won today. They're in first place in the division. We have your team available. Look at all these great throws and great teams. We are getting limited in the total quantity, but we do have those teams available. When you talk about there's 100 left, think about that. Sold almost 55,000. There's 150 million NFL fans out there. So don't think for 1 second that when we get to the top of the hour, we're going to have even more teams get pulled off the rack. So, again, this is one of our best items. I'm so excited every Thanksgiving that we get to roll something out that's new, that's fresh, that nobody else has. It is exclusive here at HSN, which makes it one of a kind. I like getting items that no one else can get. That's like always top notch, in my opinion, to find things that only can be bought in a particular place. And if you're watching today, if you're a loyal customer that's come back and collected these, if you're a gift buyer or it's your first time, this is a go-to if it's just for you or a great treat for somebody for the holiday season.
Well, and you know what, whether they had the COVID-15, the quarantine 10, I mean, whatever it might be, if you're carrying a little extra padding, football or otherwise, this is definitely a one-size-fits-all gift. There's your Chargers. The Raiders are gone, Steve, correct? Am I correct in saying that? Okay. Dolphins and Ravens might actually be our next 2 teams to go, because out of the 1,500 Dolphins that we brought in, they're now the final 200. Do we have the Patriots? Yes. Oh, we do. Okay, we do have the Patriots. It's interesting, Anthony. I know we have to keep flipping through teams because people like to see if their team is available and what it looks like. So the Steelers are gone. Your Jets, they're letting you down, Anthony. We still got some Jets. They need to grab them, my friend.
You're right. We're 0. Well, the throw is beautiful. We are 0-10, which is obviously not the ideal position to be in. There's no question about it. I do live in Tampa. I did play for the Buccaneers as well.
True.
So I may jump on that bandwagon for a little bit after we get done the show. But I'll tell you, listen, it's as bad as they played, the opportunities, they have a lot of good young players. They're going to get a ton of draft picks next year, potentially maybe the first pick of the draft, which could be very interesting. Whoever team gets that. But, listen, I think this year, of all the years of football, I'm glad we're able to watch football. I think the players, the coaches, the organizations have done an excellent job of staying safe for the most part. Most of the games, all of them have been played. So you're getting to see, everybody loves sports. I think sports galvanizes, football galvanizes the country, the fans, and it's just good whether you can go to the stadium and watch it or just watch it on TV. I think that's one of the main things is that we're all happy to see football being played now. Yeah,
I think as challenging as 2020 has been, it certainly has connected us in ways that, I don't think anybody could have ever anticipated. So if you want the Washington Football Club or team, Steve, you said final 250. Now, we brought in over 2,000, about 2,500. And even if you are, you know, a sideline quarterback, armchair quarterback, you might want to consider this just from the unique release standpoint. Even if you're not a Washington fan, it might be something that you consider just kind of tucking away, and you know, I'll leave that, I'll let you interpret that for what you will. But there's that Washington Football Club. Okay, Bucks are gone. Seahawks, actually, you know what, on the Seahawks, Anthony, this makes it really easy to see that kind of cloud-like experience, and all of the teams have it in really kind of a contrasting color or a complementary color, right?
It is a brand new hit, that watercolor effect throughout it. It does look like a cloud effect around it. It does make it stand out a bit. And, you know, look at that downtown scene. You can almost see the folks and the people, and you can see through the buildings and the signs and the lights. I mean, it just really is just well done. It's incredible to me how the clear and clarity it is in those images. I mean, every single time a new throw comes out, it really just, it goes from high def to super high def to 4K, whatever you want to say. It's very, very beautiful. It does pop off, and it really does look 3D. I mean, it looks like when you're watching this on the screen, you could pull that helmet right off and put it on your mantle. So, yep.
They are telling me the 49ers are gone. Sorry, Anthony. And I brought my cell phone out to the set. So Lexi and Hunter, niece and nephew, I mean, they're actually both Eagles fans, which kind of goes over like a, you know, smelly something in church, you know, with the rest of the Vikings fans in my household. You know, I know my producer Steve is like, I don't know what you're alluding to, and I probably don't want to know. But Hunter, if you want the Eagles, let me know. He's so hard to buy for, but, and again, living in Minnesota, it's hard to find that Eagles merchandise. And then we do we have the Giants and the Saints both? Okay, we do have the Giants and the Saints both. Anthony, boy, you know what's so interesting? I know we keep going back to the detail, but like you said, good grief, from the chin strap to the snap, you know, findings on the helmet. You're right, it literally looks like you could pluck this off that blanket throw and put it right on your head, couldn't you?
Yeah, the venting, you see the different angles of the top of the helmet. All of that's the new age style helmet that are actually worn right now on the field by all the players. So that's how up to date and really in touch this is with today's game. So remember, 60 by 80, folks. That's a huge, huge throw. It's the silk touch. So it really is the softest, velvety, coziest throw you can have. And again, you talk about the usages. You know, it is so nice and so high quality for the price point that when you get it, don't feel like you can't use it other than just wrapping it around you. It is a usable product because it is machine washable. You can put it in the dryer. You can air dry it however you want to do it, and it comes back feeling just as good as the day you got it. And that's important. And the last thing is it's officially licensed by the NFL. Why is that important? Because everybody knows that they want something that's authentic. They want the colors, they want everything, the logos to be exactly like they see it on TV. And rest assured, being that's officially licensed by the NFL and the Northwest Group's connection with the NFL for over 2 decades, that's exactly what you'll get. So the customers out there that know about these throws, that get these every year, they know the quality, they know exactly what we're talking about. For you first-time opportunity shoppers out there that are watching and thinking maybe this is a product for you, give it a try. I promise you. You have the opportunity, right, Shannon? Yeah. They got till the end of January, right, to try this. So why not take a chance and really get a hold of how nice this is?
Absolutely. Boy, you took the words out of my mouth. I'm just so excited about how great they are. And of course, this big flash sale that we are celebrating for the next 3 hours only. You know, I was remiss. I mean, I'm so jazzed. Everything has free shipping and 5 flex pays. Yeah, and a little old thing. You got until January, you know, to decide if you love it or not. So there's our Packers. There's our Lions. We do still have the Lions, Steve, I believe. Steve is my producer tonight, so I'm not, you know, he's the voice in my head that I want to hear and actually want to pay attention to. So the Cowboys, actually one of the most popular ones. And then we do still have the Bears as well. Okay, we do still have the Bears. And Anthony, sorry, we always try to flip through as many of these as we can in the final remaining moments. But Steve, I think we're at the 55 or over the 55,000. Oh, wow. Holy schmoly, man. We're at the 57,000 or almost at the 57,000 mark. All I can tell you is use express ordering. All that means is you type in your phone number. You don't have to know your account number. If you're new, boy, we've got a lot of new shoppers. And Anthony, I think this is a great place to start, whether it's what we do with our NFL shop or what you and your team bring to HSN. If there is one place, if there is one item, we know it's one size fits all. We know it's exclusive. We know it's like a jumbo size, virtually 3D or holographic in terms of detail. But doggone it, not for nothing. That price with 5 flex pay makes it pretty hard to say no to, doesn't it?
Well, it's easy when we can get, 60,000 of these in quantity and bring them to you. We know the customers love them. The reviews from last year, I went back and read some of those. They're obviously all sold out, but I love to see the comments. They're close to 5-star, and everybody just loves them. They give them to their family, friends, their kids at school and college. They are the perfect gift, and at the price point, it actually extends your gifting opportunity. You can give it to maybe a cousin, a nephew, a niece, someone that you love that maybe you haven't seen or done things for. Why not? You get like 10, we've had people call in and buy 12 of these, ship them out to where they need to go, and their Christmas shopping, holiday shopping is totally, completely done on Thanksgiving. So You see that 3 hours, it's under 3 hours now. So don't miss out on this great opportunity. I know you're going to love it. I put my name behind it. I love the Northwest Group and what they do. And these throws are top to bottom the best that they had to offer.
All right. Well, Anthony, awesome job as always. I guess we'll see you with what's left at 11 o'clock. Grab a piece of pumpkin or pecan pie or whatever you got going on. And I know we're going to be selling out of some more teams soon. Thank you, my friend.
See you soon. You got it, Jen.
Thanks, Anthony. Hey, by the way, if you want the Cardinals, they're only a couple dozen. Basically, about 1 per state, give or take, about 60 remaining. Hey, I'm Shannon. Giddy up. Well, I will thankfully be your Thanksgiving turkey. And we're no turkeys, no-nos when it comes to our Thanksgiving celebration. So from the 20th through the 30th, we have selected our best buys and honoring those today's special pricing, limited quantities on most of them though. Hey, if you're just tuning in, this is the only flash sale that I've ever gotten to participate in, so I'm excited. I'm gonna be shopping. We've got 5 flex pay, free shipping on everything, on air or off air, but we got more little hijinks in store. Stay tuned.
Paris on HSN.
Our biggest digital shopping week of the year is almost here. HSN Cyber Week is so big, we're celebrating it on air, too. Plus, we'll have a sleigh full of brand new Cyber Week smart deals. Shop Cyber Week for the deals you need on the gifts they want. Cyber Week starts Tuesday. Ingredients that are rich in tradition, born from the clouds and foothills of the Himalayan mountains. Clean beauty that protects, nourishes, and repairs hair and skin. Shop the Tweaked by Nature Beauty Collection on HSN and hsn.com.
Nothing gets me in the holiday spirit more than living it through my children's eyes. It's amazing. My husband and I are like kids again. We do gingerbread houses with the kids. We let them decorate the tree. We do everything like a kid would do, an opening presents on Christmas morning. Nothing better than that.
Well, I hope you had a safe, happy, and blessed Thanksgiving. I send you all my love. I wish I could be there in person. I was saying that to my family as well. Well, my family's in Minnesota. I was actually FaceTiming with my niece Lexi on the set, and I know they need a heater. Well, whether you are looking for 12 months out of the year comfort, leave it to Dyson. We have really an incredible Black Friday price. I know it's technically Thanksgiving, but this is our flash sale. And not only do we have the lowest price that we found, this is your 12-month out of the year comfort system. Now, it's really interesting because not only is it bladeless, so that's number one, it's safer, it looks cooler. That's, one aspect of this, but it has proprietary technology. So you can get individualized comfort where it's just really only designed to treat a smaller footprint for you, or you can share the wealth. Now, that's with the entire room or the entire family. But the other thing about that is it is 12 months out of your comfort. So it's both a fan and a heater all in one. So we're gonna have those final quantities coming up in just a few moments. If you are channel surfing, once more, happy Thanksgiving. I'm Shannon, and this is a very special flash sale event. When I promoted it on Facebook, they told me you couldn't tell them all the details, because do you know, for the next 2.5 hours, we are honoring both free shipping and 5 flex pay on everything that you're gonna see on the air or off the air. Well, if you, I know we are very busy right now. Use express ordering or go to hsn.com. That's what I do when I'm on the air. It's kind of handy. Okay, well, this is a real quick special. I could spend the whole hour talking about it, though. It's GPX, one of the leading names in electronics, something that I've relied on for decades. And what they're doing only for us is they're giving you a whole movie theater. I'm serious about this. Not only are you getting a projector that you could stream your NFL or your video games or your FaceTime or your YouTube. It has its own little projector screen, foldable, that you can put against that wall, comes with all the cables, but then it even comes with a sound system, if you can believe that. No one has this offer, and we're not gonna have it with that free shipping and 5 flex pay once the quantities are gone. Leah Little is back with me, and Leah, you know how much I love you, and you know how much I love the GPX name. Boy, instead of bringing the bottle of wine, I say bring the movie theater, don't you?
Absolutely. Bring the whole movie theater. Happy Thanksgiving, Shannon. It's such a treat to be back with you tonight. This has been such a hit for this holiday. And what better way to spend time with family and friends after the big Thanksgiving dinner than to watch a big game on the big screen. This screen is actually twice the size of a 65-inch television. So whether you're watching the big game, whether you are watching Christmas movies, whether you're watching home movies, if you're a football fanatic like I am, this is going to be the perfect solution, because with GPX, you are able to have your Roku plugged in. You could plug in your media streamer. If you have a Fire Stick, you could plug in your computer. Anything that you can watch on your computer, you can now watch on this movie theater system. So let me just run over here and show you just how big it is. So we're talking here about a more than 10-foot screen. So when we're talking about Santa, bigger than life, look at the size of the image that you can now watch. Whatever you love watching, whether it is that Cyber Week next week on HSN, whether it is maybe home movies, if you're Zooming with family and friends. We just Zoomed with Grandma and Grandpa this afternoon. Now you can do it on a 10-foot screen. If you're a gamer, check it out. It's like you're in the game as you are participating. This is about total immersion. And you know, those movies are going straight, not even to the movie theater, straight to streaming. So now you can be playing a game, you could be streaming a movie, you could be watching those amazing nature shows, you could be watching all of the Christmas holiday specials, and look at the size of this screen. I mean, even if you have a big screen TV, I'll bet it's not this big. This is more than 10 feet. I feel like I could just go skydiving with them right now if I just hold on. This is more than 10 feet in the display, and the picture quality is extraordinary. You put that together with the fact that you have the sound built right in, because again, you've got the separate sound bar. You could connect that to your tablet, to your phone, or certainly through Bluetooth to the GPX. And now it's like you're totally immersed in the moment, watching and being involved in that movie. And what do you think, Shannon? That picture is extraordinary.
Do you know what it is? And boy, I have to give equal time to my nephew Hunter, because I was talking about Lexi and, you know, Spin Spa. Hunter is obsessed with like Madden sports and with video games. I'm telling you what, I know how much I spend on when I buy him a video game. It's not that far from the price of the movie theater.
Right.
You know,
right.
And honestly, if you want them to enjoy the video games that they have right now, maybe for a longer period of time, boy, you put them up on a projection screen, and when you've got life-size football players, avatars, YouTube, FaceTime, you know, Leah, that's the thing that we really have to think out of the box. Let's talk a little bit about connections. So
Sure.
I can stream, I can, how can I use this, and what can I use it with?
If you have a computer, anything that you play on your computer, you can connect. There's a computer port on the back, so you can connect. If you have a Roku, you can connect your media streamer. If you have an Apple TV, you can connect through HDMI. If you have a micro SD card you want to place something on, there's your computer port on the back. And then through Bluetooth, you connect the sound bar. Now imagine watching the football game. In this case, we're watching through a USB drive. You connect then through Bluetooth with the sound bar. You could put this behind you and have simulated sound, like surround sound. So anything you can watch. Well, say, for example, you want to watch Netflix. You could watch anything that you could possibly watch on Netflix, right? If you have Hulu, anything you want to watch on Hulu, anything that connects through any media streamer or through your computer or through a USB thumb drive. Maybe you have a movie on a USB thumb drive. Maybe you want to watch those Santa Claus movies, those holiday movies on your computer, and you stream it through here. That's the beauty. Anything connects. And then you have the sound bar to give you that beautiful surround sound, and you've got now your home movie theater. Basically, take a look at the largest screen, the largest wall that you have in your home, and imagine that being now your movie theater. That's what's going to happen here. It's so simple and easy to connect, Shannon, and the picture quality is up to 1080p. So incredible quality and clarity as well.
It is indeed, and wow, they are going. Since Leah and I launched this, I think we've sold like over a third of the quantity, and all I can tell you is I've never gotten to participate in a flash sale here at HSN, so I'm pretty excited about it. But Leah, you know I love you, but I might be more excited about this item than anything I've even aired this year, because my local movie theater, as part of the craziness, actually closed down. And I'm a movie fan, and forget about having withdrawal. I'm having withdrawal from my movies. And now you're getting that big screen experience. And remember, you can use it with that nice soft projector screen that is included, or you can just put it against a wall or garage door. And the fact that you're getting a sound system, that sound bar with it. So GPX did not have to do this, because truthfully, just to get the movie projector, it would have paid for the purchase. But this is not some throwaway speaker bar either, is it?
We're talking here about iLive. So this is a 5.0 Bluetooth wireless system that is going to come with a rechargeable battery, which means you can use it entirely wirelessly. And then you Bluetooth it to the projector. And now you can even have an FM radio built right in. You could listen to, or you can connect it with your tablet. You can connect it with your phone. But in this case, connect it to the GPX. And now you've got that surround sound system, because you can put the speaker behind you. So you've got a sort of simulated surround sound. And just the speaker alone, I mean, how much would you spend on a big Bluetooth speaker? Now, I've connected it through the Roku. So anything that you want to watch on a media streamer, you now could watch. You want to watch the movies. You want to be able to watch your whatever shows it is you love to watch. We were just watching that big series, Going to Mars with Away. Whatever you love to binge watch. If you have Disney Plus and you want to, use that, you could do that through the streamer. So any streamer that you have is going to work with it. There's 2 HDMI ports, and then there's also a micro SD card slot. So anything that you have on an SD card, you could watch as well. And remember, you're seeing that. I'm just going to run back here and show you again the size of the screen, because we're talking about twice the size of a 65-inch television. So if you love watching sports, if you love watching movies, if you love gaming, if you love being able to enjoy all of your favorite shows, now you can do it on the largest wall in your home, or you could actually take it outside and show it on the garage, shoot it up against the side of a fence. You could use this, of course, the screen, but 130-inch, the largest size we've ever offered. And you just choose what it is that you want to watch. And now remember, a lot of those movies, like you said, Shannon, even if you could go to the movies, a lot of the movies are coming to us because now they're coming directly to streaming. So anything that you can watch on your computer, if you want to, if you're doing studying from home, if you have students or young children that are doing homeschooling, now you can be able to have the whole class here on Zoom on a 10-foot wall, right, on a 10-foot screen. So you'll be able to see every participant in the group. You'll be able to see the detail and the clarity up to 1080p. And whatever it is you love to watch, I mean, you've got it. If you have Disney Plus, if you have an Apple TV, you can connect that. If you have a Fire Stick, you can connect that. If you have a Roku, you can connect that. And the beauty is now you can enjoy it with all the clarity and all of the quality. And then if you want to just run through a stick, what we've done is we plugged in a USB stick. So I'm going to change the source. I'm just going to go over to USB. We say, okay. Now it's loading the movie that I have on my USB drive. So we say, okay, and there we go. And now we're back to the movies. So the beauty is you have something here that is so versatile, and you can see how easy it is to just navigate with the remote control. There's also onboard navigation, so you can touch the GPX unit itself, and it's that easy. All you need to have is an electrical outlet, plug it in, plug in your media streamer, and hey, it's like you're at the movies in your own home.
It's unbelievable. I mean, what's crazy is, I'm just gonna pick this up, you have the movie theater. I mean, literally, you have the movie theater and you can go. You know, it still has our unconditional money-back guarantee until the end of January. Get it while the getting's good. I'm telling you, these are going for sure. I know they will love it. Boy, that's the gift that, trust me, for months and months, years and years to come, COVID or otherwise, they're going to thank you because they got a movie theater.
Imagine watching the football games. Exactly. How great is that going to be?
Unbelievable. Hey, Leah, thank you so much for taking part of your Thanksgiving to be with us. Please be safe out there, my friend.
Absolutely. Happy Thanksgiving. Great to see you, Shannon.
Thank you, Leah. You too. Hey, don't hang up on your GPX. Also, we do have all of our smart deals listed at hsn.com. So if there's something in particular that you're looking for, I will forewarn you, when I'm on that smart deal page, sometimes I'll find things I didn't even know that we were doing. So now, see, Steve, you kind of read my mind. You never know what you might find. Maybe a TS pre-sale? Who knows? You just never know. All right, well, hey, again, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I'm Shannon, this is HSN, and we're also doing a special $40 off apply and buy. That's really the Mac Daddy of approvals. So remember, that's on your first purchase. But, even my producer, Steve, said, he's like, you never get to do these flash sales. He's right. I've been here for 25 years. I've never gotten one. So you do, I do, we do. Everything on the air or offline. If you go to hsn.com, you're like, I want a television. I want a computer. I want a Pac-Man. Free shipping and 5 flex pay. Now the free shipping will continue for a couple of days, well, through the weekend. However, the 5 flex pay will be on a case-by-case basis. So this is the last 2 hours and 18 minutes where I can say everything has free shipping and 5 flexible payments. Well, in the meantime, here's something else that we get excited about. Dyson, of course, they are leaders and pioneers in technology. They have a whole team of scientists that work with them. And certainly this time of year, I don't know if we've got the weather map or not, but I think we know, baby, it's cold outside and it's gonna get a lot colder. Dyson, of course, stands behind their product. So here's just a little sampling. Now, Minneapolis, I'm from Minnesota, is 24. But what's interesting about that is they don't have the feels like temperature up, because quite often, even when you see like 24, the feels like temperature could be 0 or below 0. But here in Florida, we've had conversely really kind of an unseasonably warm winter. So doesn't matter, East Coast, West Coast, warm temperatures, cold temperatures, and everything in between. Leave it to Dyson to give you customized comfort 12 months out of the year. This is bladeless, so little fingers, little toes, little noses, don't have to worry about that. Also makes it easier to clean, but this is proprietary technology. So you can create your own individual zone of comfort, or you can share the wealth with the rest of the family. So you know what, Steve, let's get Gemma out here, and then I think I'll go back to the fog machine pretty early on. Gemma, happy Thanksgiving. It's so good to see your sweet face, and we love you, but Dyson does do things for our HSN and QVC family that they don't do for anybody else, and this is a good example of that, isn't it?
You're absolutely right. And happy Thanksgiving to you. I'm so honored to be here on this special day. It's so fun. And you are right. This is a small but mighty machine. It's going to warm you in these cooler months, but it's going to cool you in those warmer months. So it's a machine that you can use every single day, all the year through, every single season. Because just with the press of a button, it's going to be able to support you in exactly how you need to be supported. Now, even though we've united two of our most beloved features, we haven't compromised any of the power. So we've got both the long, powerful range of airflow in the warming mode and the cooling mode. So here you can see it, the air gets drawn into the base, sent through the mixed flow impeller where it increases in velocity and speed, and it gets sent over those PTC ceramic plates, which evenly heats the air if you're in warming mode, and it gets sent out in the jet focus, which is personal heating or cooling, or diffuse mode to share the air. And that's what sets us apart. You're able to manipulate even heated air. Before it even rises, it comes straight toward you.
Okay, so we're going to, because this is an abbreviated presentation, I should also kind of get that up front. Normally we have a little more time with Gemma, but we're trying to get to a lot of things since everything has 5 flex and free shipping. So we're trying to get to a lot of different things. Gemma, if someone has not seen this demonstration, I always like you to describe why we're doing it or what it represents to our friends who are watching at home.
Absolutely. So with Dyson, you're investing in technology, and this is a way to show it. So it's a small machine, but it is incredibly mighty. And as you can see there, we're using fog to show the passage of air and how it's being projected. And the light is lighting it up. But what's more interesting to me is when that fog machine is switched off, you see the air continuing to be pushed across the room. And what that means for you is you don't have to sit on top of it or right next to it in order to feel the benefit. You can set it on the mode that you want, blue for cooling or red for heating, and know that it's going to be able to reach you because it's designed for long range reach.
Well, and that's a big, big deal. And, you know, the thing is, we're also saving you substantially off of retail. Remember, this is something that Dyson does exclusively here at HSN, for HSN and our QVC family. We have the final quantities. Originally, we had a couple of other colors. You might see Gemma with, I think you've got the white at home.
Yes,
but, right? And see, there you go. But we really are into the final call. The other thing about that, Gemma, you know, the weather, Mother Nature has really been, you know, up to no good this year as well. I mean, it's, you know, been quite a year. Here in Florida, we've had record high temperatures. In Minnesota, actually, the snowfall came earlier this year. I think it was the week before, a week and a half before Halloween, my parents had 12 inches of snow. That's really unusual. So we're covering a lot of ground here. So I guess I'll start with some of the comparison models on the bottom. So Gemma, this is actually the comparison to old technology, or probably what people are using right now, isn't it?
Absolutely. So what James Dyson does and his team of engineers is solve problems other people ignore. We're not, you know, knocking other types of technology. They're just not as efficient or as powerful, and they're turbulent. They waste energy. So as you can see, those typical fans with the blades, they chop the air. So what James Dyson says, it slaps you with the air when you receive it. This is an uninterrupted stream of powerful airflow. You're also combining it with the heating mode or a heater. So you're getting both modes in one, but we've not compromised any of the power that you've come to know from Dyson. And it's also incredibly safe. With those alternative models, you do have to deal with blades, which is not safe for little fingers, little toes, little tails necessarily. And you've also got those grates, which I don't even know how to clean them. But with this one, I have my cloth. You just literally wipe out with a dry cloth. It is so simple. And the other thing I have to show you is that should it topple over, accidents happen, it automatically switches off. So even though, you know, it's a heater, this provides peace of mind. There are no little fingers, little toes to worry about. And also, should an accident happen, you know it's going to automatically switch off.
It will indeed. I thought I unplugged something there. That's the only thing you have to supply is your own power. But that's the only thing you have to supply on your own. But this is a demonstration that I personally love, and it's not just because I'm from Minnesota, and there's probably nothing about a heater that I don't know because, you know, in Minnesota you're using them a good portion of the year. But in years past, before my grandmother passed, I'd actually purchased a space heater very similar to what you see on your screen right now. And not only was it really an eyesore, they can be a safety hazard. She actually burned herself at one point. And the thing is, they get hot, but they don't get the heat where I need it. So can you describe that for everybody, Gemma?
Absolutely. So the space heater is doing what science class taught us. Heat rises, so it's relying on that for the heat to eventually reach you. But that means it's got to reach the ceiling and eventually circulate back toward you. So if you look at that little egg in front of the machine, it's 67 degrees. So even though it's only about 18 inches away from it, that's still incredibly cool. I don't even put my air conditioner at that temperature. It's just not as efficient as we'd like it to be, especially if we're feeling chilly. But if you go over to the Dyson AM09, which is the hot plus cool, we found a way to actually be able to project the air toward you, and that's reading 98 degrees. And I know if I'm feeling chilly, which temperature I want to be feeling in that moment. But I would like to take this chance to just let you know that we can also select the temperature. So we didn't just give you low, medium, and high. You can select a temperature from 33 degrees all the way up to 99, and then this AM09 will maintain that temperature of the room that you're in for the temperature that you selected. So you have completely customizable temperature settings as well as the speed settings of the bladeless fan, from 1 all the way out to 10.
And by the way, not for nothing, it's almost $200 off of retail. I mean, pretty doggone close. And you know, a Dyson does not need to be discounted anywhere. Just, you know, as a friendly reminder, it is not refurbished or reissue. Sometimes we have to say that because on the internet, I think, well, we're doing more shopping on the internet than ever before. And then sometimes you see a great deal pop up on one of those Facebook feeds or whatever. And then you really have to scratch your head and say, do I know this company? Have they been around? Is it really a Dyson? Did they just make it look like a Dyson? This is the real deal. So remember, Dyson does sell this for almost $200 more. We sell it for almost $50, or basically $50 more. So we are in the final quantities though, and this does have our extended holiday return policy. So chances are you're gonna be using the heat portion of it now, but then when summer and August and the dog days of July and September come around, then you can use it as a fan as well. But you've got until the end of January with which to return it, send it across the miles. I have the only show today where for until 12 midnight, I can say everything that you're shopping for right now in my HSN cart, whether it's on the air or on hsn.com, but everything has 5 flexible payments and free shipping, TikTok, only until 12 midnight. So if you want this, I really want to encourage you to grab it now. Gemma, if it's okay, and I think we've already shown the videotape once, but there's a little animation that I think really tells the story of this unique model. Can you give us a little play-by-play on this?
Absolutely. So as you can see here, the air gets drawn in to the base, and then it gets sent to that mixed flow impeller. That's what you'd find in a jet engine or a turbocharger, and it gets sped up and increased in velocity, and then sent over those PTC ceramic plates where it's heated if it's in heating mode, and sent out into jet focus, which is personal heating or cooling, or diffuse mode, which is going to share the air. It really puts the power in your hands, and everything that you need to remember is red for heating and blue for cooling. That's really important to mention when you're working with Dyson. Even though it's very technological, it is it is completely user-friendly. There's no book to read, class to take, you know, YouTube video to watch. It is so simple. As you can see on the remote there, blue for cooling, red for heating. A larger circle speeds up the bladeless fan, a smaller circle slows it down. And you can see there whether you want a stream of airflow or a diffuse mode. It's very, very user-friendly.
Boy, it is indeed. Just remember, we are into the final quantities. You still get that extended holiday return policy. Everything on the air and online has free shipping and 5 flex pays. Now the 5 flex will be on a case by case or item by item basis after 12 midnight. Shoot, even the spin spa that I have coming up next hour is on 5 flex pays. So if you're in the mood to power shop and burn some of those Thanksgiving calories, my shopping is my cardio. This is the show to watch for sure. But we have what could be your last look, or certainly one of your last looks, at the Dyson for the lowest price that we have found anywhere. And Gemma, I know that videotape kind of told the story, but actually I'll walk back to the fog machine one more time since we're almost out of time. But you can do kind of individualized comfort or create a wider path with this as well?
Absolutely. You can have it on personal heating and cooling, which is fantastic. If, like me, my husband runs at a different temperature, so you can just cool one person or heat one person, or you can cool the whole room and share the air is what I call it. So what we're going to show you here is the power of this small but mighty machine. Remember, it sits at only 2 feet tall and it weighs less than 6 pounds, but it packs a punch. And you can see here the projection of the air and how it reaches, and it continues to reach you in your favorite chair, snuggling in your bed, tinkering in the garage. Being lightweight, you're able to take it to the room that you're utilizing, leave your thermostat alone, rely on this so that you are utilizing the heat and the cooling mode in the room that you're in. Instead of doing the entire home, we're focusing on the area and the air that we're currently using. Now this, again, with that projection capability, you don't need to feel like you need to sit right next to it like I am. You can sit across the room. You can be in your bed because it's a sleep setting, which you can set to switch off from 15 minutes all the way up to 9 hours. It oscillates, it tilts. So we do want you to place it on the floor, on a countertop, on a coffee table, a bedside. That's really flexible for you to be able to use it how you need to. Oscillate is just a fancy word for turning side to side. There's that sleep setting. If you go to bed one temperature and 3 hours later another, that is fantastic for that. I personally use it. But the temperature control, where you can select from 33 to 99 degrees, is that energy efficient thermostat. So you can select the temperature, and then this machine will maintain the temperature of the room that you're in. Well, and one quick mention, I actually thought of it when we did that fog demonstration, is if that were a typical fan, I'd be slapped in the face with that fog, right? Or if it were a typical heater, it would just all float to the ceiling. So whether it is the cooler air or the warmer air, it's a multitude of great functionality, but it's also the lowest price that we found anywhere. So it is the final call in terms of availability. We are honoring 5 flex pay and free shipping, not just on our Dyson, but on everything that you're shopping for. If you've had your heart on something, I've got my little shopping cart full, and I kept thinking, gosh, I'm waiting for some kind of free shipping. I honestly don't know if we're doing a free shipping event again before Christmas. So you get free shipping on everything for the next 2 hours. Gemma, I did not get to air your today's special from earlier this week, which I was kind of bummed. But can you fill in on the details for anybody who missed it? It's more capacity, it's more power, it's the best of the cordless, isn't it? Oh yes, the V11 outside, that was so exciting. It was the most powerful Dyson cord-free vacuum that we have and that we've aired on HSN. It was our launch day actually for the V11 outside when we did that TS as well. So yeah, it's 150% larger bin. It's a larger, cleaner head as well. So basically, we've taken everything you've loved about corded vacuums, size included, and snipped the cord and still kept it at less than 8 pounds. But you've got all the powerful suction that you've come to know from Dyson in our most powerful cord-free range.
Well, and you are getting an encore look at that today's special price with free shipping for a little over $100, $120. So remember, the Dyson Origin is $730. Then you get the mattress tool, the adapter tool, the extension hose, plus all those extra bonuses as well. Well, how nice to at least spend part of our Thanksgiving with you, Gemma. I know we'll